You've probably heard a lot of buzz around FinCEN lately. The goal of this video is to demystify FinCEN for you and your clients. Here's the great news. FinCEN really at a high level isn't that complicated. In fact, we've been dealing with FinCEN transactions in King County for the past 9 years. So rest assured that at CW Title, we have the processes and training in place to assist you and your clients with FinCEN transactions. FinCEN is an arm of the U.S. Department of Treasury that was put into place to track and analyze information involving the movement of money through real estate transactions. The FinCEN changes we'll discuss in today's video take effect on closings March 1st or later. Let's start by discussing which sale transactions are actually affected by these FinCEN changes. The first trigger for FinCEN is the purchaser must be an entity, an LLC, corporation, trust, or partnership. If the purchaser is not an entity, FinCEN doesn't apply and your transaction proceeds as normal. The second trigger is if the purchase is all cash or financing is from a non-institutional party. That would be one that doesn't have anti-money laundering practices in place. Think seller financing or hard money lenders. Now, if the buyer is, say, getting a loan from Bank of America or Wells Fargo, FinCEN isn't going to apply. The last trigger is the property needs to be residential or vacant land that is intended to be used for a 1 to 4 family residential structure. All three of these triggers must be met for FinCEN to apply. If 2 are a yes and 1 is a no, FinCEN does not apply to your transaction. Let's move on to logistics. Essentially, the FinCEN analysis starts with our escrow team. Upon receipt of the purchase and sale contract, they will review the details, and if FinCEN triggers are met, they will proactively reach out to your clients to gather that FinCEN related information. From both buyers and sellers, we'll need a completed FinCEN form. This form asks for basic contact information, entity information for the buyer, and tax identification numbers for both buyers and sellers. We'll also need a color copy of a government-issued photo ID for all parties. Sorry, their Costco card won't suffice. True story, ladies and gentlemen. We've actually seen someone attempt that. There are a few other items that are needed from the seller if they're an entity, but don't worry, our team will work through some of those minor details with them. It's important to note, FinCEN's definition of a reportable buyer is anyone that owns a 25% equity interest or more in the entity. Keep in mind, this could mean we're needing FinCEN forms and IDs from multiple people, not just the managing member of the LLC with whom you're working. We also need the information for anyone who substantially controls or signs on behalf of the entity if they do not own 25% of the equity interest in that entity. The great news is CW has a seamless process to assist your buyers and sellers with FinCEN transactions. It starts with our mobile-friendly Qualia portal, which allows your buyers and sellers to upload required documents. Let's say their government-issued ID, let's say they have to fill out a FinCEN form online. All of these things are simplified so that they can do it while watching their kids practice soccer. And our escrow teams are trained to identify FinCEN triggers early in the process. As soon as they receive that purchase and sale agreement, it gets reviewed and it's looked at for FinCEN triggers. If those triggers hit, as discussed, we will reach out to your clients. Lastly, we just wanted to say, we made a short video because we really don't want to overcomplicate FinCEN for you. At CW Title, we're the trained professionals. Trust us, we've been through this for 9 years in King County. Your clients are in great hands.